Try and pull this up on Twitch, make sure it's going.
Yeah, it's going.
Okay.
Get like Mini Cooper.
Done. Alright, looks like we have everyone. Alright. Got a message from Muzzy. Okay, yep. Stream's up and good. He was asking. Set to go, start week 1. We have Team Logitech versus the Mighty Morphous Soul. Mighty Morphous. I can't even remember. I have to look this up again.
Mighty Morphin Solus
Oh
Rangers.
Lord. There we go. Thanks, Spaghetti. I tried.
So we have last season's reigning champs versus a relatively new team. I think I could be wrong, but I think Kuro is the only one on the team with any like league experience.
That I really don't know. He did play in the past, I don't remember. Do know this group plays together a lot, they have for a while. Should be interesting to see how they do.
Usually with new teams, you see like sort of a passive play style, a lack of a willingness to push, and they tend to struggle because of that. I don't expect that from a team led by Beach Boys. I expect them to be aggressive.
No. Especially not by Beach. We play with Beach enough. Beach does not just sit there. If he's dying, he's diving. He's trying something.
Which is what you
he's
need,
not just
you know.
sitting there dying.
Yep. Usually
He's
these
not
new
just gonna
teams,
sit
they
there
tend
and
to
lose
they
it
tend to
like that.
struggle because of a lack of willingness. They're too passive. I don't expect that to be, if they're not able to pull something off, I don't expect that to be the reason.
Definitely agree. Excited to see how these drafts start out.
If I'm Beach, I'd like to see Beach on a Boulder or a Shane, get disruptive, get in their back lines, make a play. His teammates got to be in there with him. But I think they can, make some noise.
Oh yeah. They definitely want to try and get themselves some comfort picks. Get out there swinging the best they can. Should be a good game.
I don't believe we've seen a Caldi yet this season. Now, Kuro is known for his Caldi. We might get our first Caldi play.
Have we seen a Deonde yet either? That's
I
another
don't
big
believe we
one from
have.
Kuro
Yep.
that could come out.
And not just Kuro, Reaper's Kids is in the lineup on the other side.
Oh yes he is. So it's very likely we see our first Deonde tonight.
Oh, no, actually we have seen a Deonde. Killamanky played it.
Alright. Then it's very likely we see her come back out again for the second time.
Yep, there's the Kelvin. So pretty standard bans here.
Other than Team 1 banning Galt.
That
They
doesn't
just
surprise me
must
though.
not
Galt,
have a confident
like
Galt
we
player.
said, they want to play aggressive, and Galt I don't think fits into the way they want to play.
Definitely get it. Just always hurts to see Team 1 have to ban it.
I don't disagree. So I think this is going to be a Galilea pick to start things off. Yep, there it is.
Not a bad choice at all.
Montana and the Miko. Alright, so they've got the wound to combat it, but it's always a tough duo to break. Of course, it's a little easier when they're going to be able to
Money
grab an
Miko's
Oscar
always really strong, and no matter what, even if you have wounds, you still want the Miko over the other healers. Miko wins games.
If I'm the Souls Rangers, I'm grabbing Mike and Wrath right here. There's the Mike. Will they take the Wrath? And there it is. I like it. I like that a lot. I think that's as strong of a start as you can have to try to counter that Monty Miko duo. Benedict and the Shane.
Benny Shane. Yep, a lot of frontline presence there. A lot of the kill confirmed with Benny. But Benny also has a mic on the other side to help suppress him. Whether they're gonna give Gally to help pal with her. A rough time up front alone right now.
They do grab the Alani.
Yeah, they do have Wrath. He's just squishy. He's gonna get beat up a bit. Overlooked him. Interesting.
I think I would have gone triple frontline there. But I definitely, you get the Marquis, the Monty just peg, or the Marquis and the Mike just pegging that Monty. You might be able to take him out of
Marquis slow bubble does help with Shane a bit. Can be annoying if it gets put on the Monty. And Miko does help there. I do like the synergy of Wrath Gal though. Can knock up for free stuns. You have the saving CC. The other side does have a Miko alongside both tanks. So if a wound's not there, it will get painful.
The Ernest.
Spaghetti. Memphis said in chat your mic is doing the thing again.
Is it really? God damn it. Let me try something. Alright. How we sounding now, Memphis? Better, worse, same? The thing isn't quiet, or the thing isn't choppy?
He said quiet, so can't tell.
Alright, well, I'll try to speak up. Let me know if it persists. Copy. God damn it. Not sure what I can do for that. Oh, both now. That's awesome. Let me try leaving the party. See if I'm gonna invite.
Okay. Alright, so looking at both sides here with what we have, expect Shane to win the race to Shock. Do you think both sides should come in to fight for it?
Ozzy on the Shane. Here we go. Alright, hopefully that's better.
Okay, and we see the Shane coming in, going for Shock. Looks like Team 1 opted to hold back from it.
Definitely some surprises here in the character selection. Reaper's Kid's on Montana, Welch is on the Miko.
Any interested choices on here?
Ozzy on
Ooh,
the
looks like
Shane.
Mike's getting
And
collapsed.
already we have first
Mike
blood.
goes real quick.
Let me check out some helixes. It
Collapsed
is a
by
move
Team
speed
2
bubble
on
for
that.
Arcade. Impact grenades for Mike. Waveform on Wrath. Got a wound field.
So you can see Floyder's poking from the back perch. A lot of pressure going down the middle lane.
Everything's pretty much what you would
Hawkeye
expect.
goes out on beach.
I'm expecting Manly will not take the slow egg. We'll see what he goes with. I think he's gonna keep it in attack mode, give it the reload, and let Monty go to town.
Full out on the Wrath. Lonnie just missed the stun, but you see a huge blast back on the Gal.
Ooh, good bubble there.
Just
Gets
makes
chain
it
up.
out.
There's nothing there really with it. Floyder already
Wrath
poking.
really
That's
weak,
Sentry Shield's
Alani
almost
weak.
down.
Yep, shield's about to go down. See Mike trying to fight Benny. Shield is down now. Meaning Wave trying to poke corner. Marquis holding it back while he can.
Yep, just barely, 2.5 minutes into this
Yep.
game, and we've got Sentry
They
damage.
need to get Wave cleared. They have 3 up on perch.
Mike might go. No get to the heel from Alani. Shane going in on the mic a little bit.
Alani
Monty-
got
oh, Monty
blasted
goes
up
with
and
the
out
knockup.
by Ernest.
Mike can go. Yeah, Monty gets him, just snipes him out there.
Alani pulled in. Alani taking a lot, having to back up a little bit. Shane is still in, going on Gal. Good job by them staying alive there.
I will
Mike,
take a look at those gear
Didn't have
logs for
anything
you.
unnecessary. Alright, looks like Sentry
Not a
Shield's starting to come
huge
back
fan
up.
of this Oscar Mike loadout. We've got move speed, cooldown time, sprint speed. Just only a secondary
Floyder
health
poking
regen,
the
or
thumper
secondary
out.
attack damage rather.
Alani's still really weak. Shane's in and on them. Ooh, good CC on Shane.
Shane
Shane
could
could
go
go
here.
here. Alani with a good
Oof,
save
that's
and
tough. You
CC
gotta
in
be
there
able
to
to finish
help
that
that. Ernest just blowing this Alani around with the push charges.
So I know you're a big fan of this attack speed piece that Monty's running. That thing with the Ernest egg is going to be very scary if this game goes to late.
Oh yeah, no, it's so good. The heat goes up and then you throw on your Hailstorm, you get so much damage out. Especially come late game. Sentry Shield going back down.
Benedict is one shot.
Oof,
He
Floyder.
seems like he's pretty safe. Mozzie's kind of caught in, but he's going to be able to just get out right through the middle of the lane there.
Do a minion wave in still. That gal's
biggest
taking
thing-
a lot of damage.
The biggest thing I'm seeing so far, yeah, there goes the sentry. I'm just seeing Mike losing the battle to Benedict, and it's just kind of, You know, Benedict's just running around doing his thing. Beach gets caught out. He's probably going here. Yep. So 5 minutes in, we've got a sentry down. It's not looking too pretty for the Soulless Rangers. But they do have those respawn timers.
Any abnormal helixes? Everything about standard? Yes, some got on the Monty. He's
so it is a
getting low.
reload egg.
Monty should go
Monty
here.
should go here. There he is. Good finish there for them. So it is a reload egg for Ernest.
Not abnormal for Manly. He does go by it a lot. I know they like the synergy with the Monty. Miko's really weak there.
It's a knock-up for the Monty, as we've already seen.
Beach.
Everything else seems to be pretty much what you anticipate.
Shane's taking a lot of damage. Getting healed up by Miko.
If they can focus that Shane, that's a good stun. There it is. Shane goes
Got
down.
Shane out.
So they're making a couple of picks here. With those
Should
respawn
see
timer
Team
advantage,
One
they
start
can make
pushing
something
up a
happen.
little bit. Hopefully get their base back.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's a
Gal
tough
taking
loss.
a lot of damage.
Yeah.
That hurt. Alani's half.
Montana bringing a thrall with him on the respawn. Mike is taking a lot of damage this game. It's a really strong job by Team Logitech just harassing the backline. Ruro's going for the chart, and he could get caught out for it. No, he'll be alright.
Alright, you can see Team 2 is coming up taking choke. They have a minion wave pushing in here. Mike's
Ozzy
taking a
looking for
bit of damage
something.
in the back. Shane going in.
The stun on the Shane. It's a good
slow on
stun.
him. He
Ozzy
could
could
go.
go. Good peel by Monty there.
Big wave coming in here. A lot of people low on
Gal.
health. This could be damage.
Yeah, this is definite damage.
Sentry
Shield's
shield
down.
goes down. Alright, that up.
Shane is gonna go around. I mean, not even disguising it, just straight up in there. The knockup goes out. Hawkeye on the Wrath. Good kill. Marquis finishes Shane.
Evil Shy is one hit there in the back. A lot of people low there on Team 1.
I mean, this sentry is just going down. They've got a pick on the Shane. They've got to go in. Oof. Down
Ooh,
goes
that's
Galley.
rough. Mike pushed in.
Yeah,
Mike's gonna go.
Yep, that's gonna be game. Benedict going up top to try to finish it off.
You see
Monty staying in
another
lane with Ernest.
Alani go flying.
Yeah, that's game right there. They were able to make some picks, made some plays, but just weren't able to capitalize on them.
You know, definitely had some good plays. It's rough. You're taking a lot of damage. Wrath couldn't sustain there as well as Gal. Alani never got the late game to have great healing going to keep them up a lot more. Against the Miko and some beefy tanks, it's rough.
Yeah, that Miko definitely gave them some trouble. They were able to get some low health bars, but, you know, I mean, but there were low health bars on both sides, and that's advantage Miko.
was a good game. I expect game 2. We'll see a few more comfort picks out of the team 1 from that side this time.
If I'm them, I might let a few power picks slide through. You know, maybe you target out the Miko, maybe the Wrath. You just see what you can do from there.
Get through these stats here for Kami.
I pointed it out during the game. That is a lot of damage taken for Oscar Mike right there. Just under 17k puts him just barely below Galilea. He had the tough job of trying to fight Floyder off the ledge there and wasn't able to pull it off.
Alright, no worries, Kami, I gotcha.
So they do opt for Team 1 again.
It's a good idea, especially if they go for something sort of along the lines of what you suggested. If you start trying to pick out the Miko and the Wrath, you don't want to hand over the Kelvin and the Galt necessarily. One thing handing over a high DPS character, you can deal with those. But Kelvin can easily win a game, and Floyder's Galt isn't something you want to go into unprepared.
It's not something you want to go into if you are prepared.
Great point. It's still Galt. Either way, being Team 2 trying to target ban does not go well.
No. They go with the Benedict.
See the Benny ban start off?
Yeah, understandable. Gave him a lot of issues that last game. The Montana ban. That's interesting. We're gonna see some power picks. Alright, so the Thorn. Understandable. Definitely don't want to see Floyder
Kelvin and Galt are both going through.
I think they're still gonna ban the Kelvin here.
I'm not sure. Gal's still there with a Galt.
Okay, they banned the Galley instead.
And never mind.
We're seeing
I
Kelvin.
guess I have Wrath. Never mind. If they take Kelvin, we're gonna see Galt Wrath.
Frankly, I don't know what there is to discuss here. If Kelvin's on the board, I think you just grab him.
Yeah, I'd second that.
They go with the gold.
And they... Okay. I'm very surprised by this. Especially considering they banned the Galt last game.
So there's the Kelvin. I mean, and it's especially strong with both Monty and Galley banned. I think you have to go Wrath Miko here if you're Solus Rangers. Then again, I guess you don't necessarily want to hand a Rendy over in addition to what you've already given them, but I still think you gotta. I think that's your only real option. They go with the Rendy.
Yeah, Miko's there, oh man. You don't want to give Miko, but I also think you take the Wrath. You need that health
Yeah, I
for
mean,
Galt and against Kelvin.
I really don't like the Rendy pick there. I think you had to go Wrath Miko. I mean, you can't just let them have Kelvin Miko, but you also can't let them have Kelvin Wrath. And if you don't take the Wrath, there's just not a lot of frontline left on the board.
Yeah, there's just a lot of the ways this can go bad with Kelvin getting given the team too. There's a lot of things you don't want to hand with it. And there's just as many you want to take for yourself.
Wow.
And
All right, can I vote for surrender as a caster, or is that not a thing? Yeah, this is gonna be tough. I think I hope they prove me wrong. I hope we get a competitive game here, but I do not like the
maybe
decisions
Shane
this
to help
draft.
pull Kelvin out of a sub or something.
You need to
That's
take the
something
Shane.
neat for you guys.
You need something up front, but I guess you go Shane Boulder at this point. Maybe you just Shane Phoebe. I don't know that there's much you can do to salvage what you've given up to this other team. That is such a difficult comp to break. Oh god, I feel bad for whoever has to play Shane into this comp. That's a really tough job. Oh, that just got a little tougher. Man.
And Atticus fits right then. Time to place your bets on this game, guys. How do you think it's gonna go?
Ah, man, this is... So it's Mozzie on the Kelvin, Manly on the Atticus. I mean... We have Reapers
Does
on
it
the
matter
Wrath.
who's on
No, it
what
doesn't
right
matter,
now with
but, like,
that comp?
I almost feel like that's just saying how much they know that they've won. That's not any of these people's, typical roles. Granted, Six Malone out of the lineup would usually be up front on one of those characters, but... Man, that's tough. I feel for Kuro here, who... That is just an impossible job, playing solo frontline Shane into this. Alright, Chad, I see you, but I did see a draft where Calvin went undrafted entirely on PS4, so... I still think we have a slight edge, but yeah, this doesn't make us look great. I will admit that.
Alright, let's just get this set up a while.
I mean, Reapers might as well go Stun Wrath, just go full meme at this point. He went Waveform. That's disappointing. Kelvin takes the extra max health. And he does take the reveal. Everything else pretty typical. I'll take a look at gear loadouts, see if we got anything interesting there. Looks out to get Wrath in, but there's no CC. And Atticus is just going to dive in on it. Gear loadout's looking fairly standard. Pull out on the Kelvin, but second pull out on the Kelvin. Yeah, but they've got the Miko, and it just doesn't matter. And Kelvin being really aggressive, but they just can't punish him. Kelvin pulled. Actually, they might be able to get him here. There it is. They do draw first blood, so all is not lost.
Tom pointing out Isaac went undrafted.
Shane made
But
a
they're
little
taking a bit of
aggressive here.
damage there.
It's alright, obviously we both don't exactly love what they did with the draft, but if they hold out to late game, can they make something happen? I mean, you get Arendi those insta pillars, you get Galt's extended range, you get Shane or stun. Of course, we're also then
Atticus,
talking...
Mike,
Yeah,
Kelvin,
exactly.
all skill harder.
Yeah.
I don't care how late game they go. Team 2 just outscales it.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's more dangerous late game than Kelvin. And that's the thing, you got a Galt comp, you're trying to win early game. Yeah, it's tough. They do pull the Wrath in. He's just gonna walk right out, and Kelvin in deep. But it doesn't matter.
Shield is down. Floyder's poking it from ledge.
They dug
Marquee
themselves
over
a
on
tough
Thrall at the
hole
moment.
early. Taking that Arendi, they're just limited on range, which I guess forced them into the Marquee, but taking the Marquee then starves them up front.
I think I just heard Marquis get knocked up like 3 times.
Yeah,
Take that
Marquis is very low health. He is going to win that fight to the thrall, but not the cleanest interaction. Floyder just pegging the sentry's crit spot. The back leg is wide open.
Do have Thrall Fatbot coming for Team 1, but not before we're gonna
Arendi is
go down.
in no man's... I mean, I hesitate to say it's
Ooh,
no man's land, it's
actually,
her territory, but...
There went 1. Manly's gonna go.
Okay.
2 are real weak. We could see 2 more go here.
You know what? Respawn timers.
The knockup is it gonna hit Wrath?
Wrath is
No.
1. Oh, Shane, keep going. Little hesitant. Just a little hesitant there. Might have been able to finish that Wrath.
There's no healer on them still. They have a huge wave
So they're
coming
walking a
in.
big wave
No
in.
presence. Shane goes in around the back on the sentry.
Not sure what that play was intended to be. Still some low health bars. I mean, Miko's working Kelvin, but Wrath is still low up there. Shifts their tension over back.
See Team 2 getting a thrall.
Wrath pulled in.
Pull out on the Wrath.
Shane is just nowhere near it though, but maybe they can finish that.
Could go. Atticus
Manly dives in
in.
there on Atticus. They might get Alani. Nope, she's able to get out Kaiser herself. Galt's gonna go.
They don't have a sentry to hide behind, so they are going to keep pushing as Team 2 here.
Yep, they've got a wave to do it. Or maybe
Team
just a
1
fat
buy
button.
up their
Fat
base
button
at
is wrong.
all. No, they didn't.
You just see that
Atticus
jump from
leaping
Manly?
in.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Leaps
got that.
over it. Oh boy.
that was huge.
Oh
Huge
boy.
play.
That's rough.
Who pulls out onto the Kelvin?
Atticus is low and does not have his pounds, but he's gonna walk away because he has a Miko.
Well, knockup helped a bit on that too.
The bans were Galilea and Monty were banned by Team Logitech.
Right, team 2.
It was Thorn and Benedict on the other side. Randy was not banned Memphis. Randy is in this game.
Kelvin coming in for the mic. And Shane. Kelvin sends to Shane. Shane's gonna go.
Wrath is also in this game. Atticus bringing in another throw.
Floyders poking Sentry.
Yep.
Manley's going in to get shocked down. Wrath just got pulled in and run up and out. Second pull out on the Maz.
Atticus diving in. Floyder's just drilling that sentry shield. It's a little under half.
A pull out on the Kelvin. Nothing to follow it up though right now. Shane could go, knocked up at the side.
Interestingly, at level 4, Kelvin took the shield steal rather than the life steal.
Ooh, a pullback on the Kelvin. He could go here.
Kelvin's around 300 health. He's gonna get out because he has a Miko. That has been the theme of this game.
Ooh, Mozzie still went out. Left him in a bad spot. He did get a Randy. Ooh, they got 2 there.
Wrath could go here.
Good trade.
But again,
Wrath
he
goes
has a
up and
Miko.
out.
So I'm looking at damage
They
delta. I'm
both
seeing
zone
some
out lane.
weird-
Addy and Shane is gonna go
Shane's
here.
gone, yeah. Oh, actually,
And there's gonna go Alani to
There's another
Atticus
one,
from
yep.
the pool.
Atticus is very much online right now. So right now, Galt is leading his team in damage, and Shane has more damage than Rendy. Rendy barely has more damage than Alani. Prioritizing that Rendy is not looking good for them right now.
Shields are back down. Hopefully there's poking from left side.
Floyder right now at 80k damage. The next highest on either team is 44k for Galt.
Mozzie pulled in, gonna come stun the team. Full team initiation. There goes
Oh.
2.
There's
Galt
get
can
3.
go, he's
Oh.
low. Shy's
You know what?
1.
Rendy just gonna make it out of there. But they're just gonna keep hitting that sentry.
Oh, the-
Kuro, yep, Kuro goes down to Mike. I mean, Calvin just running wild at this point. There's no, they can't stop it.
Let's put this anger to good use!
Well, that's gonna be game. That's kind of a masterclass on how not to draft, to be honest with you. Just to be brutally honest with you, that was tough. You know, the first game I liked what they did draft-wise. That one, you can't give up Kelvin, especially when your team won. I just don't think you can ever do that. Yes, Tears. That was game 2. No bracket. We're still in the regular season. If you check the Reddit, there's a thread with the season schedule.
Yeah. Gold with
Yeah.
20k more damage than a Rendy.
I mean, we've played 2 games
More
that were
minion.
just about 20 minutes combined. So not what you were looking for so far if you're the Soulless Rangers. We are about to go to game number 3. 2-0 in favor of Team Logitech. So again, they're opting for Team 1. Which, I mean, if you're going to take the Kelvin, makes sense. Alright, so what are you looking for in this draft?
I think Tom already pointed it out in chat. Hopefully Beach's team goes for some comfort picks.
Yep, I'd
Let's
agree with
not
that.
see them hand over a Kelvin again. Get some comfort picks going.
They did get a Shane in game 1. They have not gotten a Boulder yet. And Beach did not play that Shane in game 1. I would like to see him on one of those 2 characters.
See the Benny Band again.
Okay, the Galt band's out. I think that's a bit of a relief to Beach Boys' team.
Okay, Kami, I'll have to go find it quick.
I'm really hoping this is a Miko ban because Miko has just destroyed them these first 2 games. We go with Thorn again, which, you know, if they gave up Thorn, we'd be talking about how Thorn destroyed them probably. So I get that.
Alright, good guy Mozzie, getting Kelvin and Gold out of the game.
So now we're left back with where we were in game 1, which is do you give up the Monty Miko again? You can't. If you take the Miko, you're giving up Gal Monty. You don't want to do that. They do take the Gal again, and so I expect to see what we saw in game 1, another Monty Miko pick. They go with the mic this time.
Kami, what did you want posted? The Reddit link, the schedule link?
The schedule, but it's
Oh,
already
the
up.
post up schedule. Okay.
They go
it's up
Mike
now.
Wrath. So I feel like they're kind of trying to challenge themselves a little bit here. Each should be slamming down that Monty Miko right now. Oh man, I
No
I hate
money,
it. I
Miko.
hate it.
Come on, boys.
I just oh god, they're handing you this draft, and
They're trying.
it's tough.
They're literally trying to help you, boys.
I mean, we'll see. Is Mozzie gonna hand them the meek? Yeah, Mozzie is just trying to give them some real strong comp here.
If I don't see Manly on Reyna, I'm gonna be upset.
I've seen him on it a lot in pubs, so. Alright, so I'm just gonna assume they take the Miko. And what do you take to pair it? Maybe you go with the Marquis again? Thank God they took that Miko.
If they took anything else, we knew they were trolling us.
I'd grab another range here, probably Marquis. You've got Galileo, so you don't really need the wound. I think Marquis is a good pick here.
Beach, do not do that.
They go with the
Okay.
Earnest. That's solid.
I like it a lot more than the Toby he had highlighted.
And there is the Reyna.
Yes!
Ask and ye
There
shall
it is.
receive. The first Reyna of the season.
I'm upset I didn't get it, but if anyone is gonna do it, I'm glad it's Manly.
Alright, so this is an extremely strong comp for the Soulless Rangers, and just a complete meme fest for Team Logitech. This game does line up a little more with who you expect to be playing each particular character for Team Logitech. Not that I think they'll ever run a Reyna in a game that they are not. I don't think they'll take Reyna in a game that they're taking seriously, and so we'll see if the Soulless Rangers can kind of punish them for slacking off a little bit in the draft there.
Alright, I do expect Dragon to win the race to Shock here. I would like to see Team 1 come in and fight for this. They have the comp
Yeah.
to hold mid. I'll be disappointed if they just hand it over willingly.
That's absolutely a fight that the Souls Rangers should win. I mean, even if they don't get to Shock first, a fight at mid should go in their favor. All helixes at level 1 are pretty much according to plan. Sneak attack for Mike.
And you see Montana runs for Shock as the rest of the team takes Healer out.
Yeah, that's... So Montana does get the Shock, but now he's caught out,
It was
and he's
given.
very dead. Yeah, I don't blame Montana for that at all. He's the only one that really had the right idea.
Blither stunned up top. Gets plenty to save him and out.
He's got that overshield, so he's good to go.
Dragon going all up and in. Is
Monty misses
he
the stun
gonna
there. They
pay
still
for
might be
this?
able to finish him. They do. Now, I am usually not an advocate for the Monty knockup, but I would very much like to see him take it here.
Galley the priority. Money is really low as well.
You have lost.
Celebration is overconfidence, but no sooner than it will.
Blither is poking the other sentry. Shield
Yeah, that
looks
shield's
like it's
almost
about
down.
to drop here.
Yeah, shield's down. They did not
Shield
get
is
a
down.
mate yet, but as soon as Galley walks away, yep, Mike's going right back up there to get that point. Monty's there, but he does go with the
Mike with the
shockwave.
sun.
So it is a shockwave. I don't
Does
agree
have
with
a
it.
big wave coming.
Rare occasion
Oh,
where I
just
don't
draw.
agree.
Correct that.
Mango down.
Memphis, I don't know what the numbers were on it, but it was
Knock up from
however
draw.
fast Benedict can get to shock turret. Or not even to shock turret, to his ledge. That's what it was.
Maybe 20 seconds in? Maybe?
I don't know if it was even that.
Okay, let's just back. That was best.
Project. Actually, I got the kill on that. I bought the shock turret, which finished the job.
Alright, Mayhem confirmed. He thinks it was 15 seconds. Alpha did him dirty.
I mean, I'll be honest. I did none of the damage, but I did get the kill on the stat sheet.
Oh, my bad. Wave.
Reaper's taking a bit, gets healed up, eats
He's
a
stunned.
stun.
Oh,
Ooh, knocked out.
that's a kill with the knockup.
Could you, I don't know, try next time?
Not a lot of action early, which favors Team Logitech as they need to get their levels online, get Dragon going, get Wrath going. I mean, the way these comps are set up, when you have Monty, Galley, Monty, Galley, Miko, you should control mid just very easily. Monty taking a lot of damage there.
There's a Rendy. How's a Rendy on damage game? Did you hear them waves a little more?
This
Haven't
game,
really been paying
she's
too much attention to her.
about 15k. So currently under
Does that
Monty.
compare to the others? Oh. Okay.
Pretty much same amount of damage as Reyna. So, yeah,
Reyna hard carry.
clearly.
Oh, Rendy's taking a lot from Blue there. Let's see if I can get all of this in here.
You know, they're just lined up for that wall stun. I mean, yep, this is it.
Blue there almost picked the Rendy off. Money's low.
I'd like to see Monty playing a little closer to that wall. He's got a Miko behind him. Galley goes down.
Each hits a grand slam out on the floor there, making
they-
his way back into the stands.
Well, Memphis, they do have no wound, but they do have a priority target and a mic. So, that's a lot of damage real fast. It is a slow egg, but the positioning on it is very not
Gal looking to
impactful.
collapse the mic. Mike got stunned. Knockout from the Wrath.
There we go. He moves the egg up into a much more useful position.
I'm trying to get a better angle and I lose it all. Okay, we have a throw coming from Beach. Our sentry is down.
Wrath is in a bit. No stuns go out on him. You gotta make him pay. Stun on Mike, but he's... Oh, double stun on Mike. He's boxed in a little bit. He might go. Nope, unable to finish. Galley struggling to keep up a little bit there. I like what they were going for up there. They had a chance to finish that one off.
We're all knocked up going towards the wall. It's going to be a missed knockup. Beach gonna go out to initiate it all. He is. Tries to go in. They hit Dragon in. Dashes out. Money is still low.
I'm just not sure how confident Beach is in those, in that dash right there. Doesn't seem like he knows exactly the angles. Tend to see him on more divey characters, the Boulder, the Shane.
Gallus just keeps trying to fight Flitter off the top. His two supports are keeping him up, letting him do his thing on ledge. Keeping good harassment. The Gal coming for it again. Using that ledge real well to his advantage.
I would like to see them heal up and then make one coordinated push, pick a target, and make them pay. I mean, you have someone out on Thrall for the other team. You got an opportunity. You should not be getting beat up front when you have Galley, Miko, Monty. Bubble out takes two of them up, but they should be okay.
See, Manly
Monty
got knocked
bringing
in,
the
but
throw.
he's gonna walk out.
Now Ernest did take the push nade, but I haven't seen much of a use out of it. Have you?
Yeah, I haven't seen much. He did just knock Reyna in, but they were pushed back from that last engagement. Nothing
Solid
came
stun
from
there
it.
by
Reyna
Monty.
walked up and out.
Wrath gets the Reyna overshield. Good bubble.
Another step on
Down goes Arendi. Yeah, Arendi just struggling
A lot
again.
going on the
Only
beat.
27k damage. Reyna's sitting at 30, so... Floater poking from tunnel. Monty's gonna go here. Yep. I think the Geyser got the kill there.
Probably seeing Gal going here too. Sentry's gonna go. Team 1 just needs to back off at this point, not lose another.
Yep.
Dragon in for the Miko. Ernest caught out. Dragon need a stun.
Ernest
Ernest
goes
is
down.
gonna go. Already out onto the Mani. The side's behind corner. We'll be alright. Sentry's taking a lot of damage from Floyder already.
Each able to
Mani's
hit him,
looking
but
for
not
the
able to stun
on
him.
Dragon.
Down goes Monty.
Mani caught between the Rock and Sentry. Even without that, not sure he was making it out.
They'll figure it out.
Sentry Shield's gonna go down here.
I mean, the Reyna priority target it amps the healing that you receive. You'd think, you know, Miko would be able to do something with that, and then that's not a shot at Miko. Miko's doing the best you can ask for. Good stun there on the Wrath. Wrath could. Wrath should go.
Run!
How's Wrath? There it is. Okay. They're pumping out some good damage considering their comp, Team Logitech.
There goes Sentry's shield.
Yeah, Memphis, I think that's pretty much the win condition. Dragon needs to exploit a glitch, and they need to forfeit the game. No, but seriously, with this comp, they really should be able to make a play. They need to change some CC. Monty going in, again, just doesn't have the right angle. I mean, Mike ult's out.
They're coming right
Randy
back
might
out.
get killed by that ult. She goes.
Guys are picking on me.
Down goes Alani as well.
Need
Or
a
rather, Alani kills Gal.
Take me down that easy. Tweet, tweet, you miserable bastards!
Dragon going in on
Dragon with the
Miko
ult.
and Monty.
Monty with not a stun, but it might save his healer. Probably not going to save himself though. Oh no, he does.
try shooting through this.
They're gonna have to make something big happen here to get the other team out.
Wrath stunned.
I've been waiting
Randy
for
can
this.
go. Randy's going to get out, but Miko also out. They've got a minion wave pushing
Boy,
in.
they're
They've
finished
got to
off
clear
the
this
Randy.
real fast.
Liquid snake.
Yeah, that's gonna be game. Michael, yep, that'll do it. So they held out a little longer this game, but still just not quite able to, they never really, through all three games, they could never quite control the pace. They just let Team Logitech kind of decide when things were going to happen, and can't quite win that way.
3 games with drafting, 63 minutes since the start of the stream.
So obviously you're a new team. It's not exactly an ideal start going up against the reigning champs. We'll see if they're able to kind of pick it up as the season goes along. I certainly wouldn't count them out. I think they've got the talent to make some plays down the stretch, but not a great showing today.
You know, they definitely had a hard competitor to go into. These guys just would have been nice to see them on some comfort picks. Alright, let's go through these stats here for all 3 games for Tommy, then we'll close this out. Game 1, we're a second off in 9 minutes. Game 2, we made it 10 minutes and 22 seconds. And game 3 was our longest at 13 minutes and 28 seconds.
Looking back at game 2, I mean, just under 6,000 healing given out by Alani, compared to 54,000 for the Miko.
Alright. We have 3-0 tonight for Team Logitech over the mighty Morphin Solus Rangers. guys.